Kendall Johnson is a Portland native who started on the pitch for the Pilots not too long ago. Since moving on from UP, Johnson has played pro in the NWSL, which includes a 3-year stint with the Portland Thorns. This year was an epic year for Johnson and the Thorns as the club won their second title. Earlier this week, we caught up with Johnson as she paid us a visit. Gets it to Johnson. Takes a shot. What a goal! Portland! Wow! Kendall Johnson, it's a beautiful day, Merla Field. The pitch is in excellent condition. What are some feelings that come back to you right now?
I honestly, right when I got here, I was admiring how lush the grass is. I really miss playing on grass of this quality. Miss it.
Takes the shot into the net. Portland ties it. Kendall Johnson. You obviously had some good times here at UP. Talk about some of your memories from playing here.
Yeah, definitely some of my greatest moments of my career here. This place is so special to me because we had such a big turnout in every single game. The Villa Drum Squad would come out and just cheer so loud. So to me, that meant just as much as the fans at Providence, and memories with my teammates hiding in a laundry bin and scaring my teammates when they came into the locker room, stuff like that. I'll always remember.
Standing here on the pitch in Merlot, you have to have some memories on the field. What's some of your favorite?
I'd say the one that stands out the most is playoffs. We were playing Washington State and went into PKs. I missed my PK, and then Aaron Dees came up big, saved 3 in a row, just unbelievable, and we ended up winning. That to me was just like that pure adrenaline bliss. Nothing else mattered. I think I cried tears of joy.
Unreal! Aaron Dees made not 1, not 2, but 3 saves and had the last one go over in that round of 9.
Kendall, as a Portland native, what made you want to come to UP?
So growing up, I always went to the Pilot soccer camps, and from there, I also watched them win 2 national championships, seeing Christine Sinclair, watching it on TV. I knew that UP was just the pinnacle of college women's soccer, so that was always, I set my eyes on that. And Santa Clara also, I just knew they were a top program, and it was deciding between those two. And honestly, it took me a couple months to kind of weigh out the pros and the cons, and then at the end of the day, I just kind of went with my gut, and I'm so happy I did. Just the community here, and just there's no other place that you get the support that we did for a women's soccer team.
And let's talk about your life off the field here at UP. Any memories there?
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of my teammates at the professional level, and they talk about how when they have lectures, there's 500 people there, but then when they have a small class, it's 100 people, and I didn't even realize, just because this is what I knew, that having a classroom of 25 students, sometimes even just 10, was such a special thing, because I was able to interact with my students and also my teacher and really get that just one-on-one time that I'm really thankful for.
So after your life at UP, you moved on to the professional ranks, spent the past 3 years with the Thorns, your hometown team. Talk about what that experience was like.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty surreal thinking, growing up, I went to Timbers games it was then PG Park, and I always knew I wanted to play professional soccer, but at the time there was just no women's professional team in Portland, so it wasn't really a thing an idea in my head. But to actually be able to do it in Portland, it was really special. There's no place like it just for women's soccer. The amount of support we get is unreal. And just to be from that place, I definitely just have a ton of pride.
And it culminated with a NWSL title here. Now that you've had a couple of weeks to reflect on winning the title, what stands out the most for you?
For me, I've realized that the trophy itself, that's great, but it's what it represents. And just for me personally, growing up in Portland, knowing that it's for the entire city, I recently was coming back from a pretty serious concussion, and just kind of reflecting on that and all the hard work that I went through and the setbacks and just times that I've gone through with my teammates, that's what makes the win so much worth it. It's not really about, oh, we won this trophy. It's who I did it with and the stuff I've been through to get myself there.
The title you won with the Thorns was great, but it's not the end for Kendall Johnson. What's your future plans?
That was an incredible experience, but what I've learned is that you're gonna win things, but then that time passes and then you gotta go on. And for me, I always am striving just to keep getting better. And after going through my concussion stuff and finally feeling like I'm back to myself and I'm not done yet. I definitely want to keep playing. I'm not entirely sure where that is yet, but I am pretty excited just for what's ahead.